He's young, he's brash, and he's a contender. A 25-year-old student vying for the top job in Serbia. It may have started off as a joke, but polls suggest Luka Maksimovic, or Beli as his alter ego is known, is now in second place, beating other veteran politicians. Not bad for a parody candidate based on a sleazy, corrupt populist.
Simply put, the last 30 years we've seen the same breed of politician. Honest citizens can't see anything new from the same old faces. It's the ideal opportunity for someone new to come through and inspire a new political generation.
And this is where Maksimovic and his Hit It Hard party have overwhelming success on social media. They've won victories by pushing for transparency in local politics, a sign of change perhaps in a weary political landscape. But if there's one face that's been dominating the election, it's that of the Prime Minister, Aleksandar Vučić. He and his inner circle control not only state media, but also privately owned entities too. And that's basically guaranteed him prominence over the other two leading opposition candidates. Vučić has been on the political scene here in Serbia since the 1990s as a member of the far-right Radical Party campaigning for a greater Serbia and supporting the wars that killed at least 100,000 people, with some of Serbia's leading politicians accused of ethnic cleansing. He was Minister of Communications in the government of Slobodan Milošević and enforced strict censorship here. But he says he has changed, and his centre-right Serbian Progressive Party has run on a campaign of economic reforms and a promise to bring the country closer to the EU. Mr. Prime Minister, it's Al Jazerra English. Are you committed to EU membership?
Yes, of course. We'll do our best to stay firmly on our EU path, and at the same time to keep our very good traditional ties with Russian Federation and Mr. President Putin. Thank you.
And the EU sees membership of Western Balkan countries as a way to stabilise the region, still recovering from a decade of wars and economic disarray. But it's a delicate balance. Serbia's traditional ally is Russia, and any endorsement is still important here. Moscow is opposed to membership of the EU, and it views this region as part of its arc of influence.
A lot depends also of international players. So if the European Union will make some decisive moves, if the European Union will take the more proactive position, Mrs. Merkel said after Brexit, the European Union should work hard on further enlargement. So if this is really the option, then the region could stabilize, and this is good for everybody in the region and in Europe.
But times are changing. A younger generation forced to leave because of a lack of opportunity sees itself as being more European. And that may be what tips the balance here, if politicians deliver higher standards of living. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera, Belgrade.